I am the great oracle Zatu. I can tell the future by looking at the sun. Let me consult the future. The future says that I will become blind in 3 seconds from looking at the sun. What's up, everyone? I always thought it was weird, right? I don't know if you guys know, but Great Canyon, that's a dungeon in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the first one. And when you get to the end of it, basically you're supposed to meet the Prophet Zatu. And Zatu, like, he gets his prophesizing powers from looking at the sun all day. And you know what I thought? The first thing I thought about this is this guy must be blind as fuck. This guy must have completely burned out his retinas. I always thought that didn't make sense, you know? And neat ways. We get... Oh, Hatena. That's interesting. That's really interesting, you know, to get an early Hatena like this. Should I take it? Is it bait? It's probably bait, right? I mean... Let's get... No. Oh, I trolled. I wanted either the ice or the water, and I got the fossil stone. That's my bad, but I guess now we're just gonna play Psychic and use a Psychic stone. I mean, hey. Gonna be pretty good, I think. We started with a Hatena, that's definitely nice. If we can get... Actually, the game is telling me do not play this. Right? I don't got items to play that. I can play Fairy. We could make a Fairy Stone. Right, we could make a Fairy Stone. I already have a Fairy, you know, we got some stuff. We got some stuff going for us. So, early Hatena, really strong, maybe. We could slam a Power Lance. Maybe a little bit early for that. We could slam Upgrade. Maybe also a little bit early for that. We could slam Choice Scarf. I want to wait for my second item choice before I slam anything. I will give this guy a Charcoal, though. Doesn't hurt to do that. I mean, Upgrade's not bad, right? Like, I guess I'll wait. But if we get a bunch of Magnets, we have really good items. We're facing off against a baby player in our first round anyways, so we should be completely fine. Actually, there is a pretty good fighting combo here, so I'm gonna buy both of these just in case there's suddenly a complete, like, you know, change of plans. Could always happen. You gotta keep your doors open, you know, in Pokemon Auto Chess. People always say, you know, going in a path is like, you know, taking one door is like closing a bunch of other doors, and I think that's pretty true for Pokemon Auto Chess. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but basically, yeah. Me, when tasked with making a comprehensible sentence. Literally impossible. So we can make a Max Revive. Max Revive is pretty good in this game. We're gonna do that, actually, I think, right? We can make a Max Revive here, and then we will slam Upgrade for this guy. And that's gonna be our stand-in for a Fairy carry. So here, I'm doing the exact opposite of what I said I would do, which is I'm going way too, you know, locked in on Fairy. But I believe the circumstances justify it. Of course, taking that Fossil Stone makes things a little bit harder. I would have had more options if I had more items. But it's fine, I guess, right? Fairy Stone is not particularly good because there's not... Fairy is not like a trait that really gives individual value to units, quote-unquote. You know, a trait that does that is like Electric or Psychic. They specifically buff the stats on the traits of the units. But Fairy just buffs your whole team. Like, sure, the attacks of the unit will deal more damage, but in like 100% of cases, giving it a real item over a Fairy Stone will actually just buff its damage more. So you just get Fairy Stones so you can easily like play Fairy 8 with sub-synergies, right? Basically, that's why you would get Fairy Stones. So slamming it in the early game is not going to give me like an advantage because I'm not going to get a stronger unit out of that, right? Not like if I slammed a Dark Stone or something like this, you see? I hope what I'm saying makes sense, right? But it's not a stone that is like beneficial to the unit that wields it. It's just beneficial to your whole team. Okay. But yeah, anyways, what am I doing? It's not what I wanted to do. We could honestly do this, though. This guy's CC is a little bit better, maybe, than this. Is it? Is it really? I think we're fine. I think we're fine either way. Here's a Pikachu, by the way. I mean, Pichu. We have a bunch of fairy units in the back that we're going to be able to probably put in. We have 2 normal fairy units, so if we get something like Tendamaus, that'll be really good, you know, because we can play normal fairy. Normal fairy has a lot of good overlap. You have Skitty, you have Igglybuff, you have Cleffa, which we don't have on this region, but we could get it later if we get like a light region or a baby region. You have Tendamaus, you have Chansey, there's a lot of stuff. Alright, we get a really good item here. So we could get the Fairy Stone, but I don't want to put in Sunkern because Sunkern can be really powerful. I don't know if did I post my super OP Sunflower game? I don't think I did. But it can be really good. Here we have a really good combo of Upgrade and Red Orb. Now we just want, like... By the way, we could actually play Monster here. I'm realizing now. I've been playing Monster a lot, and these items are excellent items to go on Carnivine, for example. So we could do some stuff, you know? Let's just level up, put this in for now. And we can sell one of these once we win this round, but I just want to make sure that we win this round. And I might actually still lose. This is a Piloswinter's really great items, holy shit. We also have our own really great items on Golbat, but the problem is he just has AoE damage that is going to go through my whole shit and eventually kill my Golbat because of, like, positioning and stuff. So yeah, we will lose this one. It's close, but we lose. A little annoying, honestly. So now the question is, do I want to go for Fairy, or do I want to go for Monster and bet that I'm getting Carnivine? If I don't get Carnivine right, these items would actually be bad. But if I do get Carnivine, then these items would be crazy. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put both of them in, I guess. Oh, Psychic as well? I don't want to spawn a Psychic portal. Crud. Oh, there's a lot of Fairy units though. Swirlix? I never used this guy. Should I play Fairy? Maybe I should. Maybe I should just go into Fairy. No, you know what? I am a stubborn guy. I bet we can find a Fairy portal as a backup if things don't go right. So we'll be fine. Okay. Dark. Maybe a Darkstone. Darkstone can be useful in a lot of poems. Maybe. So we want this monster portal over here. This one is better actually because it also has Fairy, but I think that's going to be taken. Oh. It wasn't. But the one next to me was taken. Okay. Well, that's perfect, actually. So, if we get Carnivine right now, this will be great. This will be like my classic Carnivine Guzzlord video, which, one of my favorite. We get this guy, and then we get Tapu Fini, which is the best unit in the fucking game. So we win. It's over. Why is Tapu Fini the best unit in the fucking game? It gives every fairy big damage. It's a 3 range, so it's a really great, like, 80 carry. It gives every fairy, like, a damage buff, which, of course, is really good. We want that, right? And it also gives them, like, healing and PP. So, like, what's there not to like? This is the best unit ever made. We're gonna add this in, because putting people to sleep is pretty good. We could actually put in Baby. So in case we lose, we could actually get an egg, maybe. Could be really funny. But yeah, I believe this is really good, right? Probably the best Tapu. The worst one is obviously Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu fucking sucks, I'll be honest. I'll be real with you guys. Tapu Bulu is not a very great unit. Tapu Koko's alright. You know, ever since the nerfs, it's a little less good, but it's still really good. Still good solo carry potential. The spell isn't great, but just the fact that it's a ranged electric unit, which gives, like, all your units electric field is really great. And Tapu Fini is obviously the best. Oh, I guess there's Tapu Lele too. I don't ever play Tapu Lele, so I don't know if it's good. That's my take on it, right? Pretty much. I have no idea if it's good. We are going to get some more of this, and we are going to try and make a choice scarf with this, so we can have, like, some AoE damage, right? And there we go. There we go, there we go. That's pretty good. Now we just go straight to Fairy 8. No need to worry about anything. This will carry my mid-game very easily. All my other units are kind of unevolved, but that's fine. Colony is a little stronger than Pichu still. I mean, yeah, pretty good. We have, like, okay frontline. You know, we have a Hatchram with max revive. That should be enough to ward off threats for a little bit. I'm gonna check everybody's boards. There's this guy who's playing, like, ground. We should be fine because we have a red orb plus high speed. This guy's playing fighting human, maybe. We should also be fine for the same reasons. You can see it's fully, like, tank items. Monferno just dies. And yeah, just like Tapu Fini, you know, just being 3-ranged. Being, like, I say this in almost every video, but listen to me, guys. Listen to me. The power of this little where is it? Okay, I'll show you once the battle's over. Hold on, hold on. There. Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, oh, by the way, treasure box, great. It's always nice when the treasure box hits when you're already rich. I didn't forget what I was going to say. I'm just waiting for the correct timing to say it, you know. Hopefully we get some good items in there. Ideally would be 1 ice and 1 scale, so I can make a fairy stone immediately, and also a choice scarf for my Tapu Fini. Alright, alright, I'm hanging on, I'm hanging on. Well, that's not bad. We can give it X-ray. X-ray is not terrible at all. Honestly, this is great. AoE damage would have been good, but this is fine as well. Okay, so this symbol right here. Look at it. It's the most important. Any 3-range unit that has like decent AD can carry really hard with AD AS items. It doesn't matter. Don't even read the spell. You can put your hand over the spell. You can't see it right now because you can't see my hand because, you know, I'm only filming the screen, obviously. But it doesn't matter. Look at this. Look at the auto-attacks. I want you to look at the damage of Tapu Fini from his auto-attacks right now. Boom, 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 boom. Kill everybody. Boom, 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 boom. And boom. And just like that, it's done. It's done. It's just done. You know? Of course, in the late game, it's going to be a little less strong because its base AD is not all that great. But that's enough. It's carrying me for the mid game, which, you know. I think my problem is I love making fun of myself too much. Whenever I, like, you know, struggle to say something, I just go off, like, completely making fun of myself. But anyways, no. So this is not, like, gonna solo carry the whole game, but it's gonna make the mid game very easy, and then the fairy late game, when you get the fairy weather, is very, very strong, and all of the fairy legendaries are very strong. So it's gonna be very fine. I think maybe the worst fairy legendary is maybe Iron Valiant, and it's not even bad, like, you know? Oh, okay. Someone trying the... But that's not gonna work, right? Because the problem with that is he only deals damage around him, so if you make him ranged, he won't be dealing damage. No, this is troll. I'm sorry, this is troll. But I do think that Orbeetle has big carry potential, but not like this. You want tank items on it, I think. I think you want maybe Aqua Egg Stardust and then Rocky Helmet, something like this. I think that's pretty good, right? And then you try to put in Ice at some point to give him a little bit of special defense as well. I don't know. Okay. But it's very interesting. I do think Orbeetle can be a good carry. So we're in first place. One thing I notice about myself a lot is that I am usually the king of early game. I'm really good at playing the early game. I think all my years playing TFT, they made me really good at playing, like, you know, aggressive in the early game whenever I got the opportunity to, finding out what items combo will make you win the early game, you know, what unsuspected, like, item holders can be really good. But I don't know, I'm really terrible at playing the late game, kind of. Oh, okay, we get something kind of important here. So we're gonna have to pay attention to that, which is my fairy stone. Now I gotta think about who I want to give it to, you know? Okay, we get another shade as well, so we can maybe make a crit cast combo. We're gonna slam a fairy stone right away and just put in like a strong unit. Anything that has good value in the front line. So Roggenrola for now, but it can be something else later. And then we're gonna level up and add in more fairy guys. This doesn't really change anything at this level. I'm gonna... Okay, there we go. Okay, so we can get light. But this is good, because now we can make an easy overlap with, like, fairy, light, and then, like... It's in the front line in the middle, so for now it's not really useful. But later, we could maybe use this, exploit this, you know, for good purposes. We'll see, though. It's all gonna depend on my legendary, it's gonna depend on a lot of stuff. This guy's pretty unlucky. He went for crit items for his Hydrapple, but he never got the most important one, which is the spell crit. It looks like it's still gonna do a lot of damage, though. But Jigglypuff barely saves us. No, never mind. Still killed us, despite not having actually, like, spell crit items. Wow. I mean, I guess hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he hit 7 dragons, so he hit his big, like, power spike. So I think it's normal to lose here. I mean, we do still have a unevolved Azrael, unevolved Swirlix, a lot of unevolved units, actually. Which is why I kind of want to re-roll a little bit just to hit, like, evolutions and stuff would be nice. I don't think we want to waste money on Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is a really good unit, but not all the time. Oh, I just noticed I skipped a Tinkatink. I guess my bad, guys. Anyways, we get Delcatty. Sure, that's okay. That's not bad. And we can put in Eevee. Oh, wait. Wait. We can do this. Okay. It's a little late for Sylveon, but it still has better base stats than the Pokemon I was using, so this is pretty good, actually. And, you know, Sylveon is not even bad. In Fairy, like, base AD kind of matters a lot, because that is going to determine most of your damage, right? From your, like, buffed Fairy auto attacks. They still use your base AD as a reference for that damage, right? So, you know, Sylveon buffs everyone's base AD. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Now we want probably Magnets or Charcoal. Getting something else, you know, wouldn't be too bad, but we really want either of these. Because that's going to allow us to make, like, kind of a crit cast combo for an AD Pokemon, right? Like, you know, an AD Pokemon that still wants to cast its spell, so I don't know. But that's a pretty good combination either way. We get another Tinkatink. I am blessed. Despite missing one earlier, this is a pretty strong Pokemon once we evolve it. So we are going to take it with us. We get this exchange ticket, but I don't think we want to use exchange ticket. I'm just gonna make Razor Claw with Scope Lens. Gonna give that to my measly Azrael for now, and we'll like sell it later. Right? I'm doing this because I know that I'm selling Azrael later. Okay, let's check on everyone else. So we still have ground. All right, we don't want to be standing in front of that, obviously. Hatchram, I'm also going to sell it, probably give the max revive to Galarian Ponyta once we evolve it into Galarian Rapidash. Maybe that was actually counterproductive. I wanted to step away from it so that he didn't kill my whole team with AoE, but what ended up happening is he kind of did that anyways. I don't know. We can do it, but it's just going to be... yeah, it was really close. If... Like, you can see, it almost died, and then it was, like, propelled away, you know? I don't know what made it go away like that. Okay, so we do have normal Fairy now, which is good. It's only a little bit of shielding, but it's still pretty good, I would say, right? It's still pretty good. So yeah, this game's looking great, honestly. Just gonna, you know, need to get a good legendary and replace some of these early game units. Hatchram's probably gonna go. Maybe not, though, because it does give Psychic 2 with Galarian Ponyta, which means it's gonna have, like, much greater healing capabilities, which, I mean, it's pretty important. Right now, it's not important, but when it's gonna level up, it'll be pretty important. Not level up, evolve. But you know what I mean by that. I think we're gonna clean up this Dragon team pretty easily. Yup. You know, I think Jigglypuff's actually really good if you have Tapu Fini to make it cast more often. Because putting 2 enemies to sleep for 2 seconds, that's great. That's really, really great, right? So, pretty good. We would like Xerneas, I think. Xerneas would be really good here. We have good items for a ranged unit like Xerneas. We don't have, like, a Razor Fang to complete this, but maybe we'll get one later. Alright, so this is the part where we want to level up. We waste a little bit of money by doing that, but that's fine. And then we want to put in... We want to minimize the number of traits. We just want Fairy Portals, so we do it like this. We can sell the Skitty and Azrael because we don't need this. Go back to 40, you know, save a little bit of money, like for interest and stuff. And yeah, that's going to be pretty good, I think. It's pretty rare for me to actually have a winning early game with Fairy. Usually Fairy, I say, has a pretty weak mid game, and then it really pops off once you hit Fairy 8. I'm going to actually look for higher level Fairy units here. I gotta think about who I need. I think I'm gonna put all the classic ones, but some of the other ones are really good. Like even this, if I make Wigglytuff, that's pretty good still. If I make like Hatterene, that's also pretty good. That's a really good last item. That's an excellent last item, honestly. Like super good quality last item here. Okay, we immediately hit a bunch of Fairy units. There's the double Fairy Portal here. We want to try to aim for that, but if we have to hit this one, that's fine. Okay, we managed to get the double fairy portal. Very excellent. Very, very excellent. We could use Fairy Stone Fletchling. Who did I give the Fairy Stone to right now? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fairy Stone Fletchling is actually going to be really great, I think. We can get Cresselia or Fez. I don't know who I'd rather have. Both of these are really good. I don't know, honestly. It's kind of tough, maybe. Let me think about it. I think we can do Cresselia. Sell this. Put Cresselia in there. Put this guy in there. Cresselia's here. We can do... Sell this. Get this. Do this. Okay. Okay, this is pretty good, I think. Gonna have to switch... Ah, I forgot to put Jigglypuff back in. I trolled. But this is pretty good, I think. We're doing a frontline Cresselia, which is really good because Cresselia is, like, naturally tanky and then can cast a bunch of heals. Here it got one shot, so it didn't actually matter. Like, he didn't have the time to heal, but it's still fine. We're still gonna win the round, I think. Like, yeah, you can see it just sponges up a bunch of damage and then just full heals the whole team, so that's really good. We're gonna try to go into Fairy Psychic, like, 4. Was this guy? Get maybe some more light stuff. Yeah, we're gonna see, but this is pretty good. Okay, we get Hatrim back. That's kind of good, I think. Because we could maybe go into more Psychic. I don't know. We are not sure for now, like, of what we're going to do. We could do Light 3. We could do a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna roll, try to hit powerful units. I think for now I need to focus on just evolving stuff. Porygon is also notably really good in Fairy. It was like a Fairy stone. Like, we can replace maybe Fletchling with Porygon. But yeah, this frontline Cresselia I think is really nice. We already have some pretty strong backline guys, so it should be good. Oh wow, we're getting destroyed by this Field team, however. Field is always, like, kind of a weird team to me. I think that Field is garbage, me, honestly, but somehow people keep doing well with it, so maybe I'm just wrong, you know? But it's just... It's a very strange comp. I don't know. I'm personally not very convinced that it's good. Oh, we could also do just Crit Spell and then use Routes. We can do a lot of stuff. I think we want to get... Get this. I have so many units right now, I don't know who I'm going for anymore. Do I want to go for this? I don't think so. Okay, Slurpuff. That's better than Delcatty, I think. Probably not by much. But yeah, we're just trying to look for something that can evolve, honestly. Like anything. I think we don't care about Tink. We would really like to evolve Galarian Rapidash, though. That would be really, like, nice if we could do that. I don't think we care about you too much, either. Yes, that's pretty good. We're gonna sell Delcatty. We're not using that anymore. Okay. I don't know. I'm having a little bit of a tough time because I can't hit good units right now, I guess. Right, like, if I could just hit... Oh, what the fuck? Dragon was Marshadow. I guess he just missed the Dragon Portal and had to take this. Okay, Chansey, that's good, for sure. It's too difficult, I don't know what to pick, man. But we also want this, we want everything. Okay, here's Galarian Rapidash, that's really good. Maybe I should have just put those items on Galarian Rapidash. We would need, like, a armor item, right? We really need a Rocky Helmet for Cresselia, and then it's going to do its job really well. And then we would also like it to have Light 3, or Light 4 even, so that it can cast way more. Maybe we will lose to this. The Zygarde scaling is actually destroying us. Wow. These are bad Zygarde items, however. I'm really surprised that this is winning. Okay. Okay. If we can hit Chansey, that's good. It's a difficult game, you know, it's a difficult game. Maybe we... I think Porygon might be better. We gotta figure it out. It's not easy, but we'll figure it out, I think. I think what I really need is just one more tank item for this guy, for Cress. Maybe Blue Orb is not bad on Cress either, or Shield. I do think, yeah, King's Shield is probably really good here. Okay, Ditto, so we get Chansey now, so that's good. So I think we sell this. Get Ditto, make Chansey, put Chansey in there, do this. Ah, but who gets these now? I guess you can have it. If you heal more often, that's also really good. So now we have 4 normal, but I put it in the wrong way, so we're getting 0 shield. Okay. So... this is frustrating. If Cresselia just cast there, I won that round as well. Ugh. It's pretty annoying. Frontline Cress usually works really well, but not today, I guess, huh? I don't know, maybe my items are stupid. So what should I do? Who has normal in there? You have normal. It's a little tough to put them in a good way, though, because they're all have, like, really different ranges. Anyways, let's try to roll. Sure. What am I even rolling for, actually? Probably to upgrade Porygon. If we could, that would be nice. Oh, we can put in 5 normal as well. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in over this because it will make the shield much bigger, which I think at this point is way more important than having, like, the raw stats of that guy. Yo, this field team is really strong, though. I'm not really understanding why. I think it's just, yeah, Cinderace. Cinderace is killing everybody with those items. Wow, really, really good Cinderace items. Okay, I don't know. A little bit disappointing on the end there, but... Yeah, I'm wondering what I really did wrong. I feel like I had a pretty strong... I mean, I guess just, like, the strong early game allowed me to beat all these players, so that's good. But, yeah, I guess I just... Maybe I should have gotten a more offensive fairy guy and not Cresselia. I don't know, it's a little difficult. I think missing Rocky Helmet was really tough here, but also at the same time, like, this is super strong AoE casting that I had no defense against. Yeah, it's difficult. Fairy is a difficult comp sometimes. Okay, that's still pretty good, though. Alright, let's get right back into it. I've been yo-yoing around, losing, winning lately. And, you know, this game's gonna be the game to end all that. We start on Thunderwave Cave, one of my favorite regions, electric, light, all you like to see. Let's see where this one takes us, okay? You know, I think I have a problem with competitive video games where I have, like, this reasoning of I barely ever play solo player games lately because, you know, I'm a grown man now, so gaming feels like a little bit of a waste of time. There's a lot I could be doing. I could be cooking. I could be practicing, like, you know, other skills, like, I don't know, I've been wanting to play the guitar for a long time, for example. I never really got into it. There were several reasons for that. Main one being my guitar is a piece of shit and I don't feel like buying a new one. But, you know, arguably you could say gaming is very productive. Like, of course, life is not all about productivity, but, you know, even outside of productive, you know, like stuff like, you know, working for your job and earning money and stuff like that, there's still better things to be done with your time than playing your video games all the time. For like simple stuff, in general, it's not good to spend your whole day doing the same activity, right? It's not good for your brain. it's just not good. So, because of all these reasons, I tend to label gaming as unproductive, even though it's probably the thing I enjoy the most, a lot of the time. I mean, no, that's wrong actually, but it's the thing that I can do easily that I enjoy the most. There are other things, like, of course, hanging out with people, going to socials, events, going to the climbing gym, stuff like this, but these are things that I can't be doing all the time for various reasons. People are just not available all the time, when you grow up, all your friends, they'll get a job, stuff like this. We're gonna try to get a magnet here. Okay, we can't. Let's get a charcoal. That's fine. It's difficult, right? And sports are great, but you get tired eventually. You can't just do sports all day. Should I roll? There's a lot of electric comments I'm looking for. Ooh, okay. Raichu Gaming? Could be Raichu Gaming. Here's one other one. We could definitely play Baby, right? Let's play Baby for a little bit. Let's try to get an egg, I have strong electric Pokemon, but maybe not enough to actually win, so I'm gonna hold off on this for a little bit. We're gonna sell all of these, make 10 gold, keep this, and try to get an egg, like, on the first round or something. Generally, like, I've been trying to get eggs whenever I can. But anyways, I was saying, so I've tended to regard gaming as a little bit unproductive, and this has induced a very perverse effect, which is, when you play a ranked video game, like something that has elo in particular, you feel a sort of accomplishment when you win a game and you see these numbers rise. You're like, okay, I did something. When you feel your rank going up, that's a tangible representation of how good you are. You feel like you didn't waste your time. And that's the killer, the mind killer, right? Because feeling like this... Oh, lots of Pichus. We're gonna play Raichu for sure. I'm just gonna try and, like, hit a baby, Hit an egg. If I can get, like, an electric egg, that's really good. But yeah, we're pulling Raichu for sure. Just gonna need to... We already have this. Just gonna end this. Okay, yeah, we have really good items for playing Raichu. We're just gonna need a muscle band, I think, and we'll be really fine. So that gives you a sense of productivity, but in reality, you're still just gaming. You're just gaming for some imaginary numbers. And so, you kind of become addicted, and with time, it becomes the only kind of game that you allow yourself to play. You slowly stray away from the single-player's games that you enjoyed, and then you get trapped within the circle of frustration. Every time you lose, you're mad. You're not mad because you lost, you're mad because you feel like you wasted time, quote-unquote. Wow, that's really unlucky. Come on, man, I could have killed that Suaddle, at least, save 1 HP. But anyways, you feel... Actually, I don't need to lock this. I just wanted to lock the Pichus because I didn't want to make Pikachu on board, Actually, that didn't even make sense, because I could have still put it in later. Yeah, like, I can do this. Right? And I even have other babies. But anyways. So, that's me saying to you guys, if you felt like this, stop, okay? Playing ranked games, multiplayer games, is not more productive. That's just an illusion that your brain has because you get addicted to the feeling of your elo rising, right? Play single player games, man. They're fun. They're really fun, and more often than not, they are... Like, your enjoyment is unconditional from whether you win or not, okay? Don't get trapped in that circle, because at the end of the day, that doesn't even make you better. That just makes you, like, get frustrated more easily, so you'll start looking for, quote-unquote easy wins more. You won't be as rational, okay? Man, I'm really unlucky here, though. We lose 2 rounds, don't get an egg, and then we play into another baby player, and then we this way we don't get an egg. Don't smile at me, man. You know what you just did. You know what you just did. This is not funny. Okay, anyways. This is really frustrating. Well, I mean, unlucky, I guess. But we have to give up on baby. Yeah. Let's just put this in. Put in electric. Think about the items. I have great ranged items that I could make here. I could make Punch Glove, Choice Scarf, or Upgrade plus Choice Scarf, stuff like this. But I am 1 scale away from perfect Raichu items, and I'm 2 Pichu away from Raichu. So, maybe the play here is to get 1 more Pichu, try to go to a Psychic region, and then try to get a Alolan Raichu, right? I feel like I haven't played Alolan Raichu in forever. It was really good before. Can we win against 2 Metapods? I don't think so. Ooh, Clutch Cast here. We might actually be able to win thanks to that. Now it's Flaffy, Paralyzed Flaffy against a Metapod. I think I will take this one. We will get the Zap Attack on the next one and get the kill. Okay. You know that little anchovy guy, that little guy, he saved my life here actually. But yeah, anyways, okay. So, with all that yapping, we managed to get through the early game. Oh, and we do get scale, and we do get Ditto. Insane, actually. So we're gonna pick that Ditto up. And yeah, we're one Pichu away from evolving it into a Alolan Raichu. So let's try to get Psychic units to get into a Psychic region. If we could. Let's get this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. There's not actually a lot of early Psychic units, huh? Yeah, interesting. What am I doing, by the way? Just noticed right now that I was doing something extremely stupid. I mean, we could slam or we could wait. Let's just try to win, though. We're gonna do this. Right. Let's slam at least this, because this is pretty usable on, like, almost any comp, right? If you can find just a team that goes with that. Okay. We're gonna be maybe struggling a bit into that Mamoswine. No, not Mamoswine. Pillow Swine, but as the Pikachu starts to scale, he closes the gap easily and just finishes it off. This is very strong, like, items for early Pikachu. Okay, very nice. Okay, so we need to get Clefairy. We need to get a Psychic region. Okay, here's another Pichu, but now I just need more Psychic guys. Just there we go. Just need to be able to spawn a Psychic portal so that we can actually use this Ditto and get a Alolan Raichu. If we don't, that's fine. We can still play Raichu. You know, we can play regular Raichu. He's not bad. He's just not as good. I should also try to leave an Electric, so I can at least go to spawn an Electric portal in case I miss the Psychic portal. Best scenario, of course, would be to get an Electric and Psychic portal, so I can get the Psychic region, but get an Electric unique. Would be amazing, actually. Like a region like World Abyss. No, not World Abyss. Maybe World Abyss? I forgot which one it was. Test Dungeon. Test Dungeon is Electric and Psychic. I think World Abyss may also be. I think it's Electric, Psychic, and Ghost or Dark. Something like that. Either way, let's try to get to a Psychic region, yeah? We see a bunch of, like, 2 Psychic portals here. I think this one is the one that's gonna get me to a Psychic region. Oh, well, okay. That's fine either way. Hopefully we get the right region. This is why I gotta study, like, the region diagram more. To know which one is more likely. Because, yeah, I miss it here. And then all my choices are kind of garbage. Oh, no. That's actually really terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was afraid of this happening, but it was possible. Waterfall Cave. Yeah, it took from water and ground. I think there was actually no portal there that actually won to one of these. So we're gonna pick something. When you get into a situation like this, you want to pick something that's always good. I think Indeedee is fine here. What we could do... Oh, but that's actually insane to do that. What we could actually do is just wait. No, I won't wait. You know what? I need Raichu right now. Like, I need it. I can't wait. I was gonna say you can wait and till you get an Psychic portal at T20 and then just do that. But I'm not gonna wait for that. Fuck it. I'm just gonna try to get a Dawnstone and just do, like, Raichu at home, right? Alolan Raichu at home. Fuck it. Do we get a stone? No stones. Ah, a little sad. We're gonna take water, then, I guess. Right? We want water, we want to be able to cast a lot. Unknown Ditto, sure. Okay, so this is an interesting situation, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Yeah. Should I give him Stardust? That's usually the item they give him. We're gonna see what we do. The thing is, you need the Psychic Stone, right? If you don't get that, then what's the point? Holy shit, what the fuck was that damage, bro? Was it the Damn. They changed Aurora Beam's animation. That's why I didn't recognize it at first. But damn, it does a lot of damage. Can we get a stone? That's what we want. If we get a stone, everything is forgiven. Everything is fixed, right? We can just play Psychic and be happy. No, no, what? It drifted uncontrollably into water! Well, at least that's not the worst component I could get. What the fuck? I was spam clicking and I guess it lagged and didn't let me take the fossil stone. Oh, that's really fucking sad, man. That's disgustingly sad. Oh, I am so sad. I am so fucking sad. If I get a stone, there's so much cool stuff I can do here. No, I don't know what I should do. I actually don't know. Because, I mean, obviously... Fuck it, right? At worst comes worst, we can sell this guy, but I have to slam stuff. Aqua Egg is going to be useful later. Gracidia might be useful right now. I'll slam Gracidia just a little later. Just give him, like, a bit of a speed boost. So this is interesting. We're playing a Lone Raichu, but no, without a Lone Raichu. I don't know what where this is gonna lead us to. Why is he not healing? Hello? Whole ass shell thing not healing, but we're gonna win this round anyways. Just weird. Let's look at the healing. Yeah, what the fuck? 126 only? Seems like it should heal more than that. So should we slam Gracidia? I think Gracidia is always a good item. I think we are going to. Put it on this guy. And then we'll find something in the late game to replace Raichu with. You know what? We'll have to sell him, but it's fine. These are really good items, so we can probably find something. Holy shit. Dude, what the fuck? How are we losing with this? I mean, okay, they have Broken Sunkern, which is really strong, but still. Raichu should still be strong at this stage of the game. Fuck, man. What a bad situation. Yeah. I don't know what I should do now. Guess try to play electric alongside it. Maybe that makes it better. Either way, we're gonna need to change carries at some point. If only I'd hit the Psychic region, that would have been so fine. Right? Everything would be literally so fine. But it's my bad. Another's... I don't want that. I don't know. Let's take this. Yeah. This is difficult. I guess we'll see what happens at T20. Hopefully you get a legendary that can use these items. What's a melee psychic legendary? There aren't. Lugia. Lugia could be good with this. Just give the Muscle Band and Shell Bell to Lugia, and then change the Soul Dew to somebody else. Yeah, that would probably make sense to do. Dude! But how is he losing here, for example? This is so weird. Like, he doesn't have bad stats. He doesn't have bad items. He doesn't have bad damage. What's going on? I guess Nuzzle was nerfed. But still. No, I guess he really needs a Lone Raichu to be good, huh? Maybe. Ah, this is a tough situation. I mean, where's the stone? If I was allowed to get the stone again, none of this would happen either. But it's fine, it's fine. We'll make it up. We still have some HP, a little bit. We just need to be able to win like one of these rounds, or 2 or 3. If we win like a few of these rounds, we'll be completely fine, right? Raichu diving the backline here. Looks like we're doing good. Okay. Okay, we win this round. That's good. There we go. Give 30 PP and 20 PP, about 20 speed buff to the strongest closest ally. Should I give this guy, like, Aqua Egg? Seems like it could be really nice. Let's get even more water. We just need even more water, I think. We're gonna need, like, a lot of casting items. Okay, never mind. Let's get... Ice? Could get Seed as well, but I think Ice is fine. No clue what we're going to be doing. But let's just try to rush into level 6 and maybe hit Duosion and stuff. Let's see what psychic units we could be going for, right? Yeah, right. Solosis. This guy. I don't know, maybe. Probably not. Probably not. That guy's garbage. Maybe he's not that garbage. I don't know. We'll see. So should I do it? Should I give it Aqua Egg? Its spell is really interesting, right? But it's only support. We probably want to keep this for an actual caster. Okay. Okay, against a slow comp like Ground, I think Ore Board's actually pretty good. Okay. Okay, phew. Managed to keep our HP pretty high, despite previous problems. Okay, one more round before the legendary. What does this one do? Burn? That's maybe not that bad, actually. Okay, what are we playing against? Some water team. Has a strong Seadra, but that's it. We inflict burn onto everything now. Oh, he's playing Max Aquatic, so that was actually completely fruitless. Lol, that's funny. We managed to win, though. I mean, I think. I spoke a little early, but I think we should be able to defeat a single Oshawott. Okay, nice. Ah, the Indies are really a good supporting bunch, you know? Okay, now we put in, oops. 6 Psychic. And we see what Legendary we get. That's about it. Monkey Dory maybe could be good. Oh, Victini! Victini is the one I want. A very, very rarely spoken sentence, but I want Victini. Victini is the one that's going to make the best use of these items. And hopefully, maybe we give it Power Lens as well. I don't know. We'll see. We can actually make Indeedee super cast like a bunch of times with these items that we have. So I guess we'll see. It's kind of a funny choice that they made the female one 2 range instead of melee with the spell that it has, right? It definitely feels like it should be melee. Am I gonna lose? Hello? Yup. Okay. What? My team didn't even look that weak. How did we lose? The game's trolling me. I don't get it, man. I understand it's Marowak, but I've beaten the tower fight with really, really weak teams. Okay, anyways, let's get this one. That's a pretty good one. We get the best unknown to ever put in. Oh, we get this immediately. Nice. A good welcome gift into the psychic region. Wow. Okay, we get a bunch of stuff. We gotta think about it for a second. We could definitely use Hatchram still. Let's see what we get here. We get Mew. Mew's pretty interesting. It's, however, not what I need, but it should be okay. Mew is a really interesting Pokemon. We can do this. So you want to give Mew upgrade, generally. This and this is pretty good for Mew. We can repurpose this for you, give you Green Orb, and then that should be good. And then we just put in a bunch of good psychic units, like this guy, this guy. We don't care about you at all, or you. Get Metang, we can put him in as well. So we're just playing 8 psychic, but we're gonna fix everything soon. We can put him human here, I don't know. We'll see what we do, but for now, this is gonna be what we play like. So Mew carry, really interesting. He just like jumps around the board a bunch, except this time, I guess I don't know why he wasn't jumping at all, but he jumps around the board a bunch and just kills everybody eventually. Yeah, exactly like this. Yeah, see? That's like really good. Let's try to get Amorphous. We can probably play Amorphous in this case. But yeah, he's a really good unit, man. Okay, let's see what we can get now. Unknown Lock, Oven, Wish, Roll. We probably want Unknown Oven. We probably want Normal for Shield. Right. I gotta think about stuff, man. It's too difficult to think in this. Like my... Okay, we never need this, right? Ice could be good to put in. We could try to put in Ice. Okay, so now we play against the super fucking broken, this guy. Sunflora. I actually had my own broken Sunflora game earlier. But I think it's possible Mew wins, clutches this one out. Not, I guess not, he was burned. Yeah, we're not beating this. Alright, we gotta think about stuff. This is such a difficult endgame to figure out. I don't know what I should be going for. We could get... But I want the Lance, though. Right? It's difficult. It's really difficult. I actually have no idea what I should do. Water Amorphous. That's interesting. Because we could use the Slowpoke that I just sold to do that. Maybe. I don't know. It's all too complex. I don't know what I should be playing at this point, right? Well, I should be playing Unknown for sure. Okay, let's just roll and try to hit upgrades, okay? Here's Duosion. There. I need this guy. Because he has a morph. Okay. If I can put in a morph, would be really nice. This is a really good Amorph team, by the way, I'm playing against. So I'm gonna lose pretty easily, I think. Oh, he immediately teleports in the middle of everything and dies. But we managed top 4, somehow. It's probably the worst game I've ever played in my whole life, but we somehow managed top 4, so hey. We're gonna actually do this, so that, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so now we gotta think about stuff, put in Amorphous, and then we gotta put in water, or something, or human. I don't even know what we're trying to put in, but let's put something in. Just, like, have a little bit more traits, please. Yeah, okay. Oh, and I put in Ditto as well, because I'm dumb and don't know how to count. I didn't actually need to level up to do that. This is the team we beat that other time. I don't know if we'll win again. But it looks like Mew's really going crazy here. And they have Kadabra doing the same thing, so that's actually really good. Okay, nice. Okay, so we could actually play 5 amorph maybe. If I manage not to be stupid for 5 seconds, maybe we can figure out how to play 5 amorph here. Maybe we can figure out a lot of things actually. Like I could play this for fairy and normal, give me a bunch of stats. That sounds good. That sounds good. Why is this so difficult, man? We could probably find an amorph that's better than this too. Reset all of this. Only looking for amorphs now. Let's try to find one that could actually do something. I don't know. Any of them. Super amorph carry new. We get Waterstone, which we really want that actually. So never mind. We have the perfect amorph now. Okay. That's actually pretty good. And now we just want to get Duosion, I guess? Or this guy, that's pretty good too. That's the same as Togepi, but better. Yeah, hopefully we don't lose. Never mind, we lost. Oh shit, my Mew got Curry. He might actually get a bunch of upgrade stacks really fast and then just kill everybody later. Never mind, because he gets fucking burned by that guy. Oh, but never mind, looks like we're winning anyways. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Mew going crazy? Okay. I don't know how we're doing this, but we're doing it. Roll, Aqua Egg. I don't care. I don't have the space to put all of them in. Because if I take out Kadabra, I'm taking out Human, which is bad. But it's still probably a good idea to do it, right? Yes. Yes, that's a pretty good one. Can we overhit Duosion? That is the one that I really want. No, I guess not. We could, however, put this guy, Fairy, Amorph, and then... This is a really odd type scenario, but I think we're just gonna lose to this Max Amorph guy. He's, like, way stronger than I am. Never mind. Kill the Nihilego. Okay. Oh, Mew's just going crazy all over the board. It's actually really hard to pay attention to anything except Mew when it's in a scenario like this, you know? Yo, Mew, the craziest, most OP unit of all time? Hello? Nice, we get that as well. Let's see, who did the most damage? It's this guy, it's Solosis. I'm gonna give him all my mana. Wish. We can use the Wish Unknown to actually get Duosion. Maybe. These can't be used. I'm actually stressing so hard right now. Anyways, let's just do this, yeah. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, boy. Maybe I should put the Golduck more in there. I don't know. Wow, Sometimes the game just gets ahead of yourself. I don't know how to say it, but basically, you become unable to think. You're just like, okay, I'll just... Hey, good luck, my units, you know? Look at this Duosion. He's killing everybody. He's going crazy. He dies eventually, but Mew's still here. And Mew is going to finish. No! No! No, Mew died! No, you're a cheater! What do you mean it died from a lucky egg cast? He didn't have good items. Oh, that's so sad. No! I was gonna top 1! How did the 1 HP guy beat me? Oh my god, that is so sad. It looks like he finally hit 9 water. I don't know. Oh, that is so fucking sad. Okay, well, I mean, I was contested on Duosion, so it's pretty normal I didn't hit it. Ah, that was a crazy cool game, though. Right? I'm loving the Indidis, honestly. They're really good. Imagine if I also didn't lose to the Tordu. I guess I did make quite a bunch of mistakes this game, right? But, I don't know, it still feels, like, unsatisfying here. Right? This guy, I mean, yeah, okay. His team's pretty good. But not that good. I don't know. Also, like, please sell this guy and give these items to Drizzle, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, that was pretty cool though. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed it. Right, that crazy Mew game. Mew's pretty insane, right? He's one of the best units to use upgrade on. You just because he gets so much time to scale from trolling around the board, right? So, yeah, really nice. We managed to play amorph. We could have probably done better, honestly. If I didn't lose the tower round, for example, I would have a whole other like mana item. Maybe that would have made a difference. Mm, yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.